I'm back. Welcome to the Author's Corner. Now we've gone through the power of prayer. I put on a different shirt. Hopefully, I look a little different, give you a little different flavor for the next 15, 20 minutes. And I just wanted to share with you in the Author's Corner. Again, my name is, for those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Marisa Bludorn. I am the CEO of Own It Magazine and Publishing. I am a more than 12 times self-published author. I am a best-selling author now. Wow. Best-selling publishing company as well. And so I'm really, really excited to share with you today in the Author's Corner an opportunity. I have not done anthologies in the past, and I was working on a project maybe about I want to say about 2019, before we were going into the pandemic. I was working on a 365-day journal and had it all mapped out, was ready to rock and roll with it. And then we ended up going into the pandemic and, working on some school things. So the project actually went on hold. And then just recently, because I don't like starting things that I don't finish. And so just recently, I went to revisit it, and Own It magazine has grown. We have grown tremendously. And, when I look around, Own It has approximately like 46 contributing writers. And we have about, I think, 10 other editors in chiefs. That means that we have 10 of spin-off editor in chiefs of the on the Own It magazine platform, with a total of, I think it's like 16 magazines that are under the Own It magazine publishing company. So when you think about all those people that you're connected to, all those business people that you're connected to, individuals that you're connected to, a singular mindset starts to go out the door. I've written, I think it's 13 books. Got to keep up with all these numbers. I believe it's 13 books by myself. I wrote those books by myself. It was really exciting. I was meant to write those books alone, but I believe God has put on my heart to share the opportunity for people to partner with me in my crazy way of thinking that we can own it, because we can own it. Own it is not just a cute way of saying things. I get messages all the time about women and about men struggling emotionally. We're talking a lot about mental health and wellness in regards to surrounding the pandemic, and how much has been revealed about how many folks who are older. We're not talking about just the young people. Young people are contemplating suicide. We have got to get this identity right. We've got to get this self-identity right and in check. We shouldn't be at a point where we're still self-doubting ourselves, and it's because we're not owning it. We're not embracing all of who we are and who we are meant to be and become. And so this anthology is just this Own It. We're getting ready to do. I've launched it already. We're doing the Own It anthology. It's not just another anthology, because I'm a business strategist, and so I'm looking for 57 people. And we already got 25, so we're almost like really pretty much halfway there to folks who are participating in the anthology. And the reason why I have 57 is because, one, 5 is going to take you grace to walk in ownership of who you are. You need grace to do this, because it's full ownership. It's breaking away from what other people should think about you, and how other people think you should be, and what they think you should be doing, and coming into owning it for yourself, independent of what anybody thinks, and having the audacity to trust your own instincts and stick to your own game plan. Now, I say that with balance. It doesn't mean to not listen to wisdom. It doesn't mean to not be open to feedback. I'm open to feedback, but I regulate the instability of what other people can't handle about something I want to do. Because if you're a dreamer, you're not meant to fit in the box. You're not meant to stay down at the low end of the barrel. You're just not. And if you're around people who are concerned for you and overly concerned for you, that get to the point where they start suggesting that you give up on your dreams, you need to make sure that you believe in your dreams enough to understand their viewpoint, but keep it moving and own who you're meant to be. Because the last thing you want to do is leave this life and not live a fulfilling life. That's the worst thing you can do. And I know there's a quote out there by Maya Angelou, and I don't remember the quote, but you know what that feels like already. because you've been sitting by yourself when everybody leaves and say, I should have did. Well, no, owning it is helping you. So the Own It anthology is more than just an anthology. It's taking a strategic approach to structuring your story, giving your story, but also the way that the anthology is set up is for you to also be able to, uh, share with folks your vision and mission, whether it's for your life, whether it's for your business, whether it's for your career. It's designed. This anthology is designed to take you on a journey that will change and impact your life, and it will help you to level up, take amazing opportunities as an author that are maybe not discussed in all anthologies. It may not be discussed on how you're going to take this project, this work, this piece of writing that you've done, this piece of your life, and how you are going to take it, just not publishing the book, but how do you take it beyond publishing the book? How do you take it beyond publishing the book? And then how do you learn how to collaborate with other authors on taking it to a whole nother level? So the Own It anthology is designed. It's 3 phases. The first phase, because you got to be in the anthology to get all the juicy stuff. And so the first phase is the paperback. We're going to write a paperback. And that paperback, based on the 57 folks, that's going to be a big book. It's going to be a big book, and it's going to be impactful. And so it's the anthology, so it's the paperback book. It's also going to be available, and that's the beautiful thing about me being a publisher. It's also going to be available to those who purchase it and to all of our authors in digital format. So they'll be able to have a digital copy that they can release however they want. By the time it's all said and done, they'll be able to have their own course associated with what they've written, if they choose to have a course. It will open doors for them to be on speaking platforms. And so that's phase 1, the paperback. Then phase 2, part 2, is the 365-day journal. This will be a leatherback journal, beautiful leatherback journal with a gold leafing. I'm really excited about that. Very highly professional. And this book will be able to speak to the everyday Joe Smo as well as to the executive. And so that's how it's going to be designed and set up. And so really excited about that. And then phase 3 is an international retreat and conference in the Dominican Republic. Well, I'm here already, so why not have a conference and retreat? And so the anthology will close out our togetherness on the grander scale with a conference and retreat at the end. So this is a year journey. And if you're interested in participating in the journey, anthology@gmail.com. So ownitanthology@gmail.com. You can also inbox me here on Facebook. You can inbox me on Instagram. You can also email the Own It magazine at gmail.com. The best place, if you really want to connect with me, is either on the Facebook Messenger or respond to the Own It anthology@gmail.com if you're interested. And it's just, it's so exciting. And if you're a first time novice writer, don't worry. There are aids. I've done some learning tools and things that you can, aids that will help you be able to structure your story. So don't get nervous about that. Like I said, I've written, a ton of books, a ton of research papers. I'll help you to make sure that you identify where you want to focus your story at, or what area you want to focus is, whether it's you want to talk about your glory story of life, whether you want to talk about your journey and as a career professional, and give, words of wisdom or lessons learned along the way, or if you want to talk about your business and how folks can, the readers can not only read about your story and your success, but also how they can work with you as a result. And so, like I said, the paperback will be, it'll be paperback in print, the ebook, of course, but it'll also be separately digital, so that all the authors will have their own access to the book via a digital component. Those people who are familiar with the Own It magazine and how it's delivered to our subscribers every month, that is exactly how the book authors will be able to deliver the book to their They're special VIPs. And so really excited. I am super excited about this opportunity. I'm super excited because I don't normally do this. And so I'm not sure if I'll do it again, but I don't do it. I don't normally do it. And I'm really, really excited because I know that there's many folks out there that have been waiting for me to do a project that they could partner with me to do. And this is it. And this is on a major scale. And so I'm really excited. So we go from the paper book, which will be delivered out in October. And then by December, you'll have the journal, so that if you want to purchase it as a gift, it's beautiful. If you want to purchase it as a gift, it'll be done in time enough for folks to receive it and purchase it as gifts, because it will be a beautiful journal for them to have as gifts. And so that's basically it. I'm really excited. And like I said, my barrels came yesterday. So Author's Corner is normally Tuesdays at 10 a.m. I go live, and I will be there next week, because that's it. All I was waiting for was the barrels to come so I can unpack. And now that the barrels are here, I've unpacked, and I'm so excited, and I'm so fired up and ready for an amazing 2022. This year is going to be amazing. It's an amazing journey, and there's so much now that has transpired over the past year and growing. Another thing before I leave you is this: if you're interested in being featured in the Own It magazine, if you're interested in doing a cameo, so to speak, or an interview, so to speak, on the Author's Corner, to promote your book, promote your work, what you're doing. If you are a publisher and would like to give tips to our hey, how are you, TK? If you're interested in providing, insight to our authors, this particular show is live in the Author's Corner. So Own It Magazine has a Facebook group, and it's called the Author's Corner. And there are a ton. I think it's like about 500 authors in this group alone. There's a ton of authors in this group that if you feel like you have words of wisdom, or you have a project that you would like for them to offer them, to let them know that you are out here and they can work with you. If you have any special services that you can offer the authors, it's great for you to get on live and share your tips, your insight, your expertise. Just again, message me, let me know that you're interested, and we will get that. We'll get you on our schedule. And I'm just looking for an amazing year. And I'm telling you, I wish you guys could feel. Oh, wait a minute. Some of y'all are in winter. I got to remember that. But honey, if you could feel the breeze that's coming through here, it feels so good, and I am so relaxed. And so I want to spread that to you. So if I can send it to you, all of this relaxation that I feel, oh my God, it's dangerous. And so I just want to share this with you. Let me know if you're interested in the anthology. Like I said, you will get so much insight on what you can do, not just for the Own It anthology, but you can apply it to any anthology that you've ever been in. Any anthology. I talk, during our meetings, during this process of the anthology, I go over strategies. I go over, there's so much stuff that I go over. You got to be on the inside if you want to know what we're getting ready to do. And it's going to be life changing. And it's also going to create an opportunity for co-authors to work with each other outside of the anthology. They'll be able to do so many things with the anthology independent of the collaborative work. So there's just so much. And like I said, if you have been in an anthology, if you've written in any other capacity, you want to be in this time frame. You want to be you want to be in the room where it happens. So you want to be in a room where these discussions are taking place, so that you get some strategies of your own. During these meetings, we go over opportunities for you to create either money-making methods, create ways that you can you can create more opportunities for you that turn into something that's tangible. So you want to be in this environment, because it's strategic and it's intentional, especially if you've been one that's been out there like, I wrote the book, now what? You don't need to be saying now what. You need to already have a plan in place for how you are going to take that book out to the world, not just within your anthology group, but what about you going out there on your own? You need to know how to go out there on your own, and you need to know how to pursue opportunities alone, because you can't take everybody with you all the time. You're going to have to go out there. When they say take your book and make it your business, or your book is your business, what, that's all nice, but make it your business. You're going to have to do some things that are critical to position you so that you can actually go out there and create different money making methods, different collaborations, different opportunities for yourself. You have to be creative. So that means that you need to be in an environment where other people who are creative, and they're coming up with ideas that work, that have proven results. You want to do that. This is the opportunity to do that. And you can, of course, I don't try to keep stuff, to own it, because we don't own it like that. I don't want to own it like that. I want you to be a part of the Own It family, so that what we talk about, you can go out and you can apply it freely to your life, your career, your business, and you can go be fruitful and multiply and just really do some great and amazing things. So if you're interested in the Own It anthology, we're only taking 57. 5 is for the number of grace, 7 is for completion, because we will complete it. And those are my favorite numbers, along with 8. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. And I look forward to seeing you again. Remember, this recording is for the Author's Corner, as featured in the Own It magazine. Every month we look for 6 authors to showcase in the magazine. If you're interested in being showcased and you are an author, please reach out to me. Because that section fills up very, very quickly. And we have a nice special promotion for authors, existing authors, that they could take advantage of being highlighted in the magazine. So if you're interested in being highlighted in the magazine, and then we can have some one-on-one conversations, see where you're at and where you want to go. So anyway, want to say thank you so very much. TK, I love you, Sister Betrell. Thank you for being in the house with me today. Love you to pieces, and I can't wait to see you. Next week we have our contributing writers meeting, and I am looking forward to seeing you all. Take care, be blessed, and have an amazing, incredible rest of the week.